The pitch. Line shot back up the middle, base hit. So Barons gets on with the base hit. That's going to bring Watkins to the plate. Watkins in game number 1. She was officially 1 for 5 with a base hit. First pitch. Hit and run was on. That's going to go foul. That pitch was down the third base line, but well foul, so hit and run was going. So Watkins and Shepard is on deck. Watkins, again, the designated player here today. Pitch. Swing and a miss. She goes stealing. Barons tries to steal. Tag is not in time. Barons steals second. But Watkins did swing at that. So now Barons now at second. Pitch. Well outside for a ball. The pitch. Line shot, just foul. As Barons thought that ball landed fair. And it's just foul. As it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Watkins. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Watkins goes down swinging. The first strikeout here for Kiera in game number 2. That's going to bring up Shepard now to the plate.
Now batting Alexis Shepard.
Shepard in game number 1. She was 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. First pitch. Low and outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 from Kiera. Foul back to the screen, 1-1. Hastings winning game number 1, 8-7. Proves the Broncos' record, the 12-14. Final from Lincoln. Huskers complete the comeback, win 8-7 over the Nittany Lions. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Shepard. Now the Huskers improve in the conference. Now to 6-1 in the conference. Next pitch misses for a ball, 2-2. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on second. Pitch from Kiera. Doesn't catch the corner. Ball 3. Excuse me, that proves Nebraska's conference record, the 9-1 in the conference. They've now won 6 in a row. Pitch here, swing and a miss. Shepard goes down swinging, back-to-back strikeouts for Kiera Brock, and that's going to bring up Pagan to the plate.
Now batting Isabel Pagan.
Pagan in game number 1. She was officially 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Pitch. Fouls back. The screen, that's going to be 0-1. Brock back in the circle. Gets her sign from Lee. And the pitch. Changeup. Liner to the left field side. That's McLean. She's underneath it. Makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So Barons leads off the inning with the base hit, but nothing left. or nothing else, I should say. So no runs on one base hit. There were no errors and one runner left on base. Going to the bottom half of inning number 1, Midland nothing. Hastings coming up as this is Bronco softball.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others, but
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
there are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Back at the Bill Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you. Lineup goes like this for HC: Kapler, Carroll, Mudloff, Lee, Pena, Medeiros, Skinner, McLean, and Graff. Mackenzie Graniga into the plate, or at the circle. She closed out game one for Midland. She's back in the circle here for game two with Wisniewski behind the plate. Give the rest of the defensive lineup here in a minute. First pitch for Kapler is going to drop in for a base hit. Beats it out. That's a base hit for Kapler. Going to bring it Sophia Carroll. Pagan at first. Reimers at second. Anna Tibbetts, the Grand Island Central Catholic product, is at short. Hodnett at third. Shepard in left. Duran in center. And Barons in right. Sophia Carroll now to the plate. Infield coming in, showing bunt. She does. She does get it down. That's going to be a 3-4 fielder's choice. And that moves Kapler over. So Carroll pays a bill. And that's going to bring up Lexi Mudloff, the second baseman, to the plate. Mudloff in game number one, she was 2 for 4 with 2 singles, and she did score once. Let's see if Lexi can find some green grass somewhere. First pitch, way outside for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. Pitch on the way. Misses high for a ball. Next pitch here to Lexi Mudloff. In the pitch. Just misses inside. That's going to be ball 3. No, he counted a strike. Delayed strike call. As it's 2-2. Ball's already back to the pitcher by the time the strike was called. The 2-2. Foul back at us. Luckily, these windows can take a beating. So going on in Bowling Stadium, the Husker softball team just cannot put away Rutgers just yet. The Huskers lead 5-3. The 2-2 pitch here to Mudloff. Check swing. And that goes out of play. We'll do it again. Bottom half inning number 1, Midland didn't score in top of the first. Hastings, this is their first at bat with Kapler on at second, 1 out. The 2-2. Mudloff swings again. First baseman's underneath of it, and that's Pagan. She does make the basket catch And that's going to bring it Lauren Lee to the plate. Lauren Lee came with a clutch 3-run home run in game number 1 back in inning number 2. She scored all 3 times as she was officially 2 for 3. Lauren Lee doing the catching here in game number 2. As Ana Medeiros has now went over to first base. First pitch to Lauren Lee. As that misses for a ball 1-0. Pitch on the way. High and tight for a ball 2-0. Yet Graniga came in, pitched game number 1, the final couple innings. Going into the game, she had a 1.65 ERA. Struck out 118 batters coming into today. The 2-0 to Lauren Lee. Misses upstairs for a ball 3-0. The 3-0. Misses ball 4. So now you got runners at first and second. Kaylee Pino now to the plate. Pino's had 3 singles in game number 1. She was 3 for 4. See if Pino can do the same thing, get her 4th single of the day, and drive home this first run of the ball game. First pitch. Well outside for a ball, 1-0. Pitch. Misses away for a ball, 2-0. Two-0 pitch here from Graniga. On the way. That's in there first, right? 2-1. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Pino chases that one. That was ball 3, but she started to swing at it. It's 2-2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Next pitch. Misses high for a ball. Pino works the count full. Runners off with the pitch. The 3-2 from Graniga. Pino fouls this thing back, out of play. Just underway down at the final 4, or in Indianapolis. It's Illinois and UConn are in game number 1. As UConn has the early 13-9 lead. Game number 2 will feature the 2 number 1 seeds in Michigan and Arizona. The 3-2. Pino pops up to the shortstop. That's Tibbetts. She makes a catch for the final out of the inning. So, no runs on 1 base hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. We're through 1. We're tied at nothing as you're listening to Bronco Softball here on Extreme Sports.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone.
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
Back at the bill here. Hastings College softball here on the Extreme Sports Network. Bronco softball. It's brought to you in part by High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. And Mammoth Sports Construction, do something big. 5-6-7, due up. Here for Midland. First pitch is in there to Reimers, in there for a strike, 0-1. Reimers playing second base here in game number 2. Next pitch from Kiera. It's outside for a ball, 1-1. Brock came and got the save in game number 1. Now he's going to pitch game number 2. Next pitch is low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Brock gets her sign and comes set in the pitch. Line shot back towards center field. That's going to be Carroll, and she gets underneath of it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, Emma Hodnett.
And that's going to bring up Emma Hodnett to the plate, third baseman today. In game number 2. Hodnett, she had 2 singles in game number 1. She was officially 2 for 3. First pitch, going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Game number 2 between these two teams. Hastings had to hang on for game 1 win, 8-7. Next pitch, low for a ball, 2-0. Next pitch from Kiera, gets her sign, comes set. And the pitch. Misses outside for a ball, 3-0. Hodnett gets on. Now, or I should say, the next batter up is going to be Anna Tibbetts. The pitch. Does Walker, 4-pitch walk. That's going to bring up Anna Tibbetts. Tibbetts has some Central Nebraska flavor as she is from Grand Island. She went to Grand Island Central Catholic. She was on that co-op team with Central Catholic, Donovan Trumbull, and Heartland Lutheran. Big-time player for the Crusaders. First pitch to Tibbetts is going to be missed up high for a ball, 1-0. Pitch. That must have missed high, 2-0. Tibbetts coming into the game of batting .400. She has 2 hits on the season, 3 RBIs. Next pitch misses for a ball, 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. The pitch. Tibbetts lines this thing to the left side. That's going to be well out of play. Into the play area. As Hodnett still at first base with 1 out. And the full count. Pitch. Tibbetts fouls it back to the screen. Or the fencing, I should say. 3-2. Full count pitch here from Brock. Swing and a miss. Tibbetts goes down swinging for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Duran to the plate.
Now batting, Sophie Duran.
Duran struck out 3 times in game number 1. First pitcher is missed outside for a ball, 1-0. Pitch. Runner goes. In time. They get her caught her stealing. Hodnett caught stealing, and that's going to end the inning. So no runs on no hits. There were no errors, and no one left on base. Going bottom half inning number 2. Midland nothing. Hastings nothing, as this is Broncos softball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this, of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Back inside the bill. Marcus Metcalf with you, 6-7-8 due up here for HC, Madero, Skinner, and McLean. That's first pitch to Madero's, misses for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That misses for a ball, 2-0. Next pitch misses again for a ball, 3-0. Final from Bowling Stadium. Huskers win 5-3 over Rutgers, so the softball team wins game number 1 of the doubleheader today. Here back at the Bill Smith softball complex as Maderos takes the next pitch for a ball, 4-pitch walk to Anna Maderos.
Now batting, Sam.
That's going to bring up Sam Skinner to the plate. Skinner's played well with that third base bag. She went officially 1 for 4 in game number 1 with a single. Now Skinner up to the plate here. 7-hole spot. First pitch to Sam. Shows bunt. She does get the bunt down. Actually executed bunt. Picks Maderos over to second. So Skinner pays a bill. 1-4 put out. And that's going to bring up Jenna McLean to the plate. McLean playing left field. She was 1 for 3 in game number 1 with a single and a run scored. But nice executed bunt there from Sam Skinner. See if McLean now can drive it home. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. McLean back in the batter's box. As Grenega got the set, or gets her sign and comes set, and the pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-1. Madero's at second, 1-1 count, 1 out. Next pitch swing and a miss from McLean, 1-2. Yeah, McLean, the product out of Fremont, playing against her hometown team. Next pitch misses for a ball, 2-2. 2-2 pitch here, Jenna McLean. Just misses, going to be for a ball, 3-2. She worked the count full. Base hit, ball 4 for Jenna McLean. Three-two. Swing and a miss. McLean goes down swinging. Out number 2, that's going to bring up Gracie Graff. Graff in game number 1. She was 1 for 2 officially, as she was pinch hit later in the game. But she did get a single and reach base. She made it third. But now Graff back up here in the bottom half of the lineup. Batting the 9-hole spot. The first pitch into her is in there for a ball, 1-0. Graff can get on base. They'll bring up Kaiten Kaplan, top of the order. The 1-0 delivery. That gets part of the plate. That's going to be there for a strike, 1-1. Next pitch misses for a ball. 2-1. Game number 2 between these two programs. Hastings wins game number 1, 8-7. Hastings had to score 1 run at the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. Next pitch is missed for a ball, 3-1. Graff can reach, like I said, to bring up Kaiten Kapler to the plate, who already singled in her first AB. The pitch. That's right down 281 for a strike, 3-2.
Right down Main Street.
I wanted to say Burlington, but then I caught myself and said 281. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Graff goes down swinging. That'll end the inning. So the leadoff walk goes nowhere as Medeiros is stranded on second. So no runs on no hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 left. We're through 2. We're tied at 0. Hastings and Midland here on the Extreme Sports Network.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Back inside the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. As top inning number 3, as we're tied at 0-0 here between Midland and Hastings. First pitch bunt, well in the dirt. Brock tried to throw it over there, well in the dirt, but that's going to be an infield base hit. Field base hit for Duran. That's going to bring up Wisniewski to the plate. Claire Wisniewski to the plate. She didn't play in game number 1. Next pitch on the way. Changeup. Misses outside for a ball. Bunt. Straight down by Wisniewski. Picked up by Brock. She does flip it over in time, so 1-4 put out. So Duran scores, or not scores, moves over to second on the bunt. So Wisniewski pays a bill, and that's going to bring up top of the order. They're actually going to rule that Duran's, that's going to be an error. Yep. So now you have a runner now at second. One gone. Pitch is low for ball 2-0. Line shot back up the middle. Pot there by Mudlaw for the double play. So the 4-run assisted double play. And I don't know if she took some dirt to the face or not. But don't matter. That's going to end the inning. So line out to the 4, but the double play. So Midland wasn't able to get nothing there. So no runs, no hit. There was an error, and no runners left on base. We're going to the bottom half of inning number 3. Still tied at 0s here on the Extreme Sports Network.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Back here at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. Bottom half of inning number 3. That's going to bring up the top of the order, and Caton Kapler. First pitch to Cap. That's going to be inside for a ball, 1-0. A 1-0 pitch. It's going to be high for a ball, 2-0. About 50 degrees during the first game today. Has warmed up to 55. It feels like 50. Next pitch is going to be up high for a ball, 3-0. Winds are blowing sustained northwest right now, 22 miles an hour. And tomorrow's supposed to be very nice Easter Sunday, a high near 70. 3-0 count here to Caton Kapler. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Cap reach base and inner number 1 on a single to right. The 3-1 to Cap. That's in there for a strike, 3-2. So back-to-back strikes here from Graniga, and now it's going to work the count full. The pitch. Kapler fouls it back. Still full. The 3-2 the pitch. Fouls it back again. Good AB here from Cap. Big hockey news out of the NHL came across. Sidney Crosby passes Stevie Yzerman for 7th on the all-time scoring list. The 3-2. Missed high, ball 4. Cap reaches base on a walk. Going to bring up Sophia Carroll to the plate. Carroll paid a bill here in inning number 1. Infielders playing in, the corners are playing in. Shows bunt. Carroll does. She does get it down. This might be a double play. Nope, they're going to throw it over the first in time. So 3-4 again. Pay a bill. That's going to be the first out of the inning as Kapler advances. And that's going to bring up Lexi Mudloff. She flew out to the first baseman in inning number 1. First pitch on the way. That misses high for a ball. 1-0. Next pitch on the way. Popped up to shoot. That's going to be Hodnett with it. She makes the catch. Pop out to the third baseman. That's going to bring up Lauren Lee to the plate. Like I said, Lee had the big 3-run home run and back in game number 1 in inning number 2. That was the 4 spot the Broncos put up. First pitch here to Lauren. Just upstairs for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That misses inside for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That misses for a ball, 3-0. If Lee can get on base, I'll bring up Pino to the plate. Misses inside, ball 4. Pino to the plate. Go out to the shortstop. Gain number 1 and inning number 1. So now runners at first and second with Kapler at second, Lee at first. First pitch on the way. That misses, 1-0. Kenzie gets her sign, comes set in the pitch. That misses for a ball, 2-0. Ana Medeiros waiting on the on-deck circle. See if she can get another crack at this in the bottom half of inning number 3. Pitch. That misses for a ball, 3-0. Six consecutive pitches that were called balls here for Midland. The 3-0. That catches the strike zone. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Down the heart of the plate, 3-2. Counts full. Runners will be going on the pitch. The 3-2 delivery. Misses high, ball 4. Base is now juiced. That's 3 walks in the inning. And that's going to bring up Medeiros. Medeiros has been on base a few times in game number 1. First pitch there to Anna is in there for a strike, 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in bottom half of inning number 3. We were tied at nothing. The 0-1. Misses for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing foul. 1-2. So now Medeiros down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, bases loaded. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Medeiros goes down swinging, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits. There were no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We're through 3. We are still tied at 0s here on the Extreme Sports Network.
Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Head to Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Choose from your favorite sandwich or build your own burger or chicken sandwich just the way you like it. Your choice of cheese, sauces, and all your favorite toppings. Craving wings? Choose from over 20 sauces and rubs that bring the flavor every time. Grab an appetizer, catch the game on the big screens, or challenge your friends to a game of pool or darts. There's always something to do. And don't forget the daily lunch specials. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Inside the bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. 2, 3, 4, do it. Watkins, Shepard, and Pagan. Brock back in the circle here for HC. First pitch on the way to Watkins. Misses for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Shot straight up the chute. Skinner gets there, just misses it. She had a play on it, but just misses. It brings the count to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Line shot, base hit, left field. So Watkins gets on base on a hit. So I bring up Alexis Shepard to the plate. She struck out back in inning number 1. So now you got a runner on first. Broncos expecting bunt here. Pop fly left field side. That's going to be Graff underneath of it. Just misses. Graff had a shot at it. Falls in foul territory, but it's going to be 0-1. The 0-1. Shows bunt. She does swing at it, or attempt at it. Now it's going to be 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Shepard. The 0-2. Misses outside for a ball, 1-2. Final for Kansas City. Brewers defeat the Royals in Game 1 today, the doubleheader 5-2. Next one back up the chute. Gonna be in play. It is, but drops foul. One, two now here to Shepard. As Pagan's waiting on the on-deck circle. The 1-2. Misses high for a ball, 2-2. Two minutes for halftime. UConn leads Illinois 31-24 in the Final Four. The 2-2. Pops up the chute. Skinner's there underneath of it. She calls him off. She does. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Bring up Isabel Pagan now to the plate. Illinois is only hitting 33% of their shots so far today in the first half. First pitch to Pagan, swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1. Pagan digs in the left-handed batter's box. And the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's going to be not in time. That's going to be Watkins. She's in there safely at second. So stolen base for Watkins. So now you got a runner at second. Here's one out. The next pitch from Kiera. That misses outside for a ball, 1-1. As we're getting to the near the 6 o'clock hour here in central Nebraska. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 2-1. Brock gets her sign, comes set. And the pitch. Foul back to the fence. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Pagan. Pagan flew out to McLean back in inning number 1. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, 1 out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pagan goes down swinging. So strikeout number 4. Let's bring up J.C. Reimers now to the plate. Here for Midland. Reimers flew out to Sophia Carroll in center field, or the center field, back in inning number 2. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Brock comes set, and the pitch. That misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Kiera waits for a sign, does. Comes set, and the pitch. Foul ball back behind fence into the stands. 1-2. One and 2 the count here to Reimers. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. Line shot back up there to Mudloff. She picks it up on the line drive. That's going to end the inning. So line out to Mudloff, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the 4th. We're still tied at 0 here on the Extreme Sports Network.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. Bottom half inning number 4. Hastings and Midland are tied at zeros. That's going to bring up 7, 8, 9 due up here for Troy Baker and the Broncos. Skinner, McLean, and Graff. Graninga still at the circle for Midland. First pitch to Skinner. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Skinner dropped a bunt here in inning number 2. Paid a bill. Now she's leading on.
This sound is processed by StereoTool. Go to stereotool.com.
The 1-0. Foul back to the fence, 1-1. Like I said, just joining us. You haven't missed anything. Zeros here in game number 2 between Midland and Hastings. Hastings won game number 1, 8-7. The 1-1 here to Skinner. Skinner flies that thing to left center. The center fielder calls it off. Underneath, that's Duran with it. Next catch for out number 1. That's bring up Jenna McLean to the plate. McLean struck out in her first AB back in inning number 2. McLean playing left field today. McLean did score and had a single in game number 1. Pitch rolls to the catcher. It's going to be a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 count, or 1-0 pitch. McLean swings this thing foul, third base side, out of play. McLean gets back in the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. Misses for a ball, 2-1. Two 2-1 count here to Jenna McLean. The 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Graff on deck. The 2-2. Foul back at us. Do it again. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. McLean goes down swinging. That's going to bring up Gracie Graff. Strikeout number 4 for Graninga. Gracie Graff up to the plate now. If she can reach, I'll bring up the top of the order and Kaiten Kapler. First pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike on 1. The 0-1. Misses for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Graff now behind in the count, 1-2. Graf came in this game batting 146. 7 hits going into the contest here today with 2 RBIs. Next pitch, that one's going to hurt. That's a hit by a pitch. So she's on by a hit by a pitch. And that's going to rip top of the order in Kaiten Kapler. And Graf's going to need a minute to walk that one off. As let's bring up Kapler. She has reached base and both her ABs, a single and a walk. Now run on first with 2 outs. The pitch. Kapler fouls it back to the fence. 0-1. The 0-1 to Cap. That misses low inside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Miss upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Carroll on deck. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, a runner on first. Here for HC in the bottom half of inning number 4. The 2-2. Kapler stays alive, fouls that one out of play. We'll do it again. The 2-2. High, ball 3. Graf will be off on the pitch. Comes set in the pitch. Fouls it back. Stays alive. Count remains full. The 3-2 pitch. On the way. Fouls it straight back again. At half, UConn leads Illinois 37-29. The 3-2 offering. Misses ball 4. So Kapler reaches via a walk, and that's going to bring Sophia Carroll to the plate. Carroll has paid a bill both times she's come up to the plate. Now it's time for her to swing the bat. Third baseman Honnet's coming in on the third base side. The pitch. That misses for a ball, 1-0. Bases or runners at first and second here with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Misses upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Carroll can get on. I'll bring Lexi Mudloff to the plate. So 2-1. Misses. 3-1. Walk here will load the bases for Lexi. But the 3-1 pitch here to Sophia Carroll. Misses. Ball 4. Bases loaded again. This time for Lexi Mudloff. HC had it earlier and wasn't able to score. See if Mudloff can change that. Yeah, she's 0 for 2 in this game. First pitch to Lexi. That catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Bases juice, 2 outs. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Lexi down now 0-2. The 0-2. Lexi puts one in the left field side, but that's going to be well out of play. Lands on top of the netting, about the plate pin area, and that ball's going to stay up there. The 0-2. She check her swing. Umpire says she went. Broncos again lead, the bases loaded. No runs on no base hits. There are no errors. And 3 more runners left on base. We're going to inning number 5, still tied at 0 here on the Extreme Sports Network.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at the Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you, still tied at 0. Here going to top of inning number 5. As it's going to be 6, 7, 8 due up. First pitch swing goes out of play, 0-1. Toddnet, Tibbetts, and Duran due up. Here for the Warriors. The pitch. This is low for a ball. Hodnett, the senior from Commerce City, Colorado. Next pitch, line right shot to the right side. That's Kapler. Runs in a couple steps, makes a catch for the first out of the inning. We're up Anna Tibbetts to the plate. The freshman from Grand Island Central Catholic. First pitch to Anna. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Brock gets her sign and comes set, and the pitch. Tibbetts fouls it back straight up to shoot, but gets out of play. Tibbetts struck out in inning number 2. She did not play in game number 1. This is the 1-1 pitch. Misses high for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. You're on Anna Tibbetts. Comes set in the pitch. Tibbetts lines to left field side. That's going to be Graff. She does call off McLean. Record the second out. And that's going to bring it Duran to the plate.
Now batting, Sophie Duran.
Sophie Duran. Officially 0 for 1 today. First pitch to Duran from Brock. That misses for a ball, 1-0. Game number 2 should be going on their way here in Lincoln. I would think pretty soon, if not by now. Next pitch, chops it or flies it up to the first base side. That's Madera. She drops it, but is able to get over there in time is Mudloff, and that'll end the inning. Not your typical 3-4 put out, but it'll work. So Duran goes down, and the Warriors go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Going half of inning number 5. This is Bronco softball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back inside the Bill Smith softball complex. Marcus Metcalf with you. 4-5-6. Due up. Lee, Peno, and Maderos. See if Lauren Lee can get on base here and provide a spark here for the HC offense. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Yeah. Lee came up big in game number 1 with that 3-run shot. And that proved to be huge. Next pitch is now that's inside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. On the way. That misses high for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1. Foul back straight at us. Yeah, the reason Nebraska got that 5-0 lead is from Buck, who hit a grand slam to right. So that big for the Huskers down there in Lincoln. 2-2. Lee chops this one foul. Jet Buck, if you're follow Husker baseball, he's hitting pretty well here in the last month and a half for the Huskers. But here in Bill Smith softball complex, we are still zeros on the scoreboard. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Lee goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up Kaylee Peno. Peno now coming to the plate. Last at bat, she reached on a walk. See if Peno can Light the spark. Ground ball over here to the right field side. That's Reimer. Second baseman throws to the first in time for a 3 put out. And that's going to bring up Ana Medeiros to the plate. Medeiros has struck out, and she's reached base on a walk here in game number 2. Game number 1, she reached base 3 of her 4 at-bats. First pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. 3 hits combined here in game number 2. 2 for Midland, 1 here for Hastings. The 0-1. As that's in there for a strike, 0-2. Sorry for the delayed strike calls. The 0-2 now here to Medeiros. That messes up for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2. Medeiros fouls it back. Staying alive, 1-2. Mackenzie gets her sign and comes set. And the pitch. Darrow's strikeout swinging. That'll end the inning. Broncos go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left. We're going to the 6th. Still tied at 0s as this is Bronco softball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Marcus Metcalf with you. Top half of inning number 6. As Claire Wisniewski coming up to the plate here for Midland. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch to Wisniewski. She fouls that back to the backstop. 0-1. Wisniewski back in the box. Brock back in the circle. Comes set in the pitch. Wisniewski flies it out to center, shallow center. That's Carroll running underneath of it, and she does. So Wisniewski flies out to center. And that's going to bring up top of the order in Burns. She has singled back in the first inning. First pitch in there. Then their first strike. And Brock has sat down 7 consecutive Midland hitters. The 0-1 from Kara. Just missed for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. That misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1 from Kira. Missed outside for a ball, 3-1. Watkins waiting on deck. See if any team can get any offense going. If we're deadlocked at 0s apiece. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. 3-2. Counts now full. Three-two from Brock. Line shot left field side. That's going to be McLean. Doesn't quite get there. It's going to be dropped for a base hit. Quickly getting the ball in is Carroll. But that's going to be a base hit for Burns, and that's going to be, after 7 consecutive retired batters, Midland gets into base hit, and that's base hit number 3 for the Warriors. That's only 4 total here in this ball game. I think we might have a courtesy runner. And we do. It's going to be Maravonk, the junior from the Netherlands. So Vonk's in a courtesy run at first. And that's going to bring up Watkins to the plate.
From the Netherlands. Bad Hovedorp, Netherlands.
First pitch. Miss is high for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Misses again, high for a ball, 2-0. Runner on, 1 out. Here in top half of inning number 6. The 2-0 from Brock. Line shot left field side. If that stays fair, it's gone, and it's a home run. 2-run shot for Watkins, and that gives Midland the 2-0 lead. That's going to bring up now Shepard to the plate.
Now batting, Alexis Shepard.
Shepard up to the plate. She's officially 0 for 2 here in game number 2. First pitch on the way. Misses outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That misses for a ball, 2-0. And now Coach Williams is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Got a minute, give you some scores from across the country. Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds lead the Rangers 2-0. The Marlins lead the Yankees 2-0. Finals from earlier, the Tigers defeat the Cardinals 11-6. White Sox defeat the Blue Jays 6-3. Pirates beat the Orioles 3-2. The Astros beat the Athletics 11-0. And the Dodgers beat the Nationals 10-5. And the Padres defeat the Red Sox 3-2. In the NHL, high-scoring game in Pittsburgh, the Penguins lead the Florida Panthers 9-4. And then the second half now underway in Indianapolis. It's Final Four. UConn leads Illinois 44-36. Shepard now to the plate here for Midland. That ball is set to left. That's foul. False foul. So Midland plates 2 here in top half inning number 6 with 1 out. And the pitch. Right center gap picked up here by Mudloff. She only takes a few steps back right at the cut of the grass. Gets the out for out number 2. And that's going to bring it Pagan to the plate. Pagan is 0 for 2 today. In game number 2, she flew out to left and she has struck out. Pagan, the lone lefty of the Midland lineup. The pitch. That catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. That's outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 from Brock. That misses low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Midland 2 runs on 3 hits. HC no runs on 1 hit and an error. The 2-1. That's line to left. That ball might get out of here, and it is. Pagan goes oppo, left field, and now the Warriors now have a 3-0 lead. As now Midland celebrates, goes back to their dugout. Pagan hits the second home run of this frame here for Midland. We got some activity going on over here on the HC side. First pitch on the way to Reimers. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 just misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 here to Reimers. Flops at the right center. Center fielder. That's Carroll. She barely makes it, but she does. That's going to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 base hits. There were no errors and no runners left on base. Going to bottom half inning number 6. Midland 3. Hastings nothing, as this is Broncos softball.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back at the Bill Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you. 7-8-9 due up Skinner, McLean, Graff. Due up for HC here in the bottom half of inning number 6 as the Broncos now trail 3-0 after 2 home runs in the top half of the inning from Midland. First pitch on the way. Here to Sam Skinner is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. As Graninga still in the circle here for Midland. The 0-1. Fouls it back. 0-2. Midland 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Hastings no runs on 1 hit and an error. The 0-2 now here to Sam Skinner. Skinner pops it up to shoot. Third baseman Hodnett calls it off. Makes the play. And that's going to bring up Jenna McLean. McLean's 0 for 2 today, or 0 for 2 in game number 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch here to Jenna. Chopper left side, Hodnett fields it. 5-3 put out for out number 2. That's going to bring up Gracie Graff now, 9-hole hitter. Graff is officially 0 for 1 today. She struck out in inning number 2, and she was hit by a pitch in the 4th. First pitch in there for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Fouls it back into the fence, 1-1. One now. And the pitch. Just misses, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 away here for HC in the bottom half of inning number 6 as they're down to their final 4 outs. The 2-2. Fouls it back. Graff can get on. They'll bring it top of the order in Kapler. The 2-2 delivery. Call, strike 3, inside corner. Graff goes down looking. The Broncos go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We're going to the 7th. Midland 3, Hastings nothing. As this is Broncos softball.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
Back here at the Bill Smith Softball Complex. New pitcher, Cassidy Beavers in the pitch here for HC. Beavers, she has a 3.5 ERA. She is 3-2 on the season. She has 4 saves. She has struck out 8. She's only walked 1. She's given up 19 runs, 15 of them earned on 36 hits, and she's pitched 30 innings. First pitch on the way. Ground ball to Skinner, left side. Fires the first in time. Quick 5-3. That was Hodnett. Was able to get the lineup here. 6-7-8 was due up here for for Midland. So that's going to bring up Anna Tibbetts. Tibbetts thus far today has flew out short and struck out. First pitch here from Cassidy Beavers to Anna Tibbetts. Ground ball to Graff at short. Fires over the first in time. A quick now 6-3 put out. And that's going to bring it Duran to the plate.
Now batting Sophie Duran.
Duran, the senior from Vienna, Austria. First pitch here to Duran from Cassidy. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. First pitch, or second pitch now on the way from Beavers. 0-1 count. Pitch. Fouls it to the right side. Counts now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. That misses outside, 1-2. Beavers gets back in the circle. Comes set. And the pitch. Grounder to left side, picked up by Graff. That goes underneath her glove into left field. E6 on the play. But Duran does reach base. And that's going to bring it Wisniewski to the plate. I think we're going to have a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter into the ball game. We'll see who it is. It's going to be number 37. That's going to be Jenna Lemley, the senior at Troy Mills, Iowa. So Lemley's going to pinch hit. Troy Mills, Iowa, the senior. First pitch to Lemley. It's going to be missed for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Cassidy. Line shot, base hit, right field. Might be able to throw her out. The 9-3 put out. The traditional 9-3 put out. As that'll end the inning. As Lemley got thrown out from the right fielder, Kapler. And we'll put that, I didn't have that on my bingo card today, folks, but that'll work. So no runs, no hits. There was an error. And no runners left, or one runner left on base. We're going to bottom half of inning number 3. Last chance here for the Broncos. They trail 3-0, as this is Broncos softball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. 3-0, Midland with the lead. Hastings down to their final 3 outs. First pitch on the way here to Caden Kapler. This is upstairs for a ball 1-0. Update from Lincoln. Huskers now lead Penn State 7-0. Top half of inning number 3. 1-0 count here to Caton Kapler. That misses upstairs for a ball 2-0. Like I said, Final Four going on here today. Illinois and UConn going on right now. Then after that, it'll be Michigan and Arizona for a right to play for the national championship on Monday night. The 2-0. That misses for a ball 3-0. Cap now up count 3-0. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. The 3-1. That's in there for a strike, 3-2. As now it's full on Caton Kapler. The 3-2. Kapler fouls it and does get down. Fans right there at the dugout. Kapler stays alive. Broncos in this game, no runs on 1 hit and 2 errors. Midland 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. The 3-2. Just misses. That's going to be ball 4. So Kapler gets on via the walk, and that's going to bring up Sophia Carroll to the plate. I wouldn't think in this situation that Carroll would bunt. You're down 3, so it's swinging away here. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. That misses inside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Fouls it back. Out of play. 1-2. We're on at first. No outs here in the bottom half of inning number 7. The 1-2. Misses for a ball, 2-2. Here's Sophia Carroll. Pops it straight back at me. Rolls back down. Carroll's trying to stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes with Lexi Mudloff waiting on the on-deck circle. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Carroll goes down swinging. That's going to bring Lexi Mudloff. See what Lexi can do as she's 0 for 3 today in game number 2. See if Lexi can reach base and bring up Lauren Lee. First pitch, foul back. That's 7 strikeouts. 7 strikeouts for Graninga here this afternoon. The 0-1 fouls it back over here to field number 4. Does land on field number 4. Now 0-2. Kapler's still over there at first. The 0-2. That misses for a ball, 1-2. Get Lauren Lee to the plate. She's already home. She's already hit a homer here this afternoon. The 1-2. Lines that one foul. Coach Williams is going to get a workout. He had to go chase that one down in field number 4. But I don't think he's going to get that one. What a throw from Coach Williams. I didn't think he could throw it that far. Throwing all the way from field 4. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. She shoots this one to left center. Going back. That gets over her head. That's Duran. Runners had to hold up. Now you have runners at first. Second ball gets away. But nobody advances. So that's going to be a single. Kapler at second. Mudloff at first. And that's going to bring up Lauren Lee. Like I said, Lee hit the 3-run shot in game number 1. See if she can get the magic ball out and do it again and tie this baby up. Hit number 2 here for HC here in game number 2. First pitch here to Lauren Lee. Lee puts one charge into that one. That one's going to get foul. 0-1. They're going to pitch Lauren Lee inside. That's what they did on the first pitch. See what they do here. Now she's got runners at first and second here with 1 out. The pitch. Check me swing. Goes right down the first base line. Advances the runners over. Second and third, but now there's 2 away. 8C down to their final out. And that's going to bring up Kaylee Peno. Peno officially 0 for 2. See what Peno can do here. Now you got runners on second and third. First pitch. Fouled straight back, and it does barely get out of play. Kapler at third, Mudloff at second. Kapler getting back in the batter's box. Or Peno, I should say. The pitch. It is in there for a strike. It's count now 0-2. The 0-2 count here to Kaylee Peno down their final strike. The 0-2. Fouls it straight back, stays alive. Swinging anything close.
Never over till the fat lady sings.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here for Kaylee Peno here in the bottom half of inning number 7. The pitch. Hits her helmet. That's a hit by pitch. Now bases are juiced here for Ana Medeiros. As Coach Theo Harris calls time. See if Ana Medeiros can put a charge into one and send the Bronco fans home happy on Easter weekend. See what Ana can do. As we're waiting for the umpire to get reset here, and he does. And let's resume play. Bases juice, 2 outs. Broncos trail by 3. First pitch to Ana. Line drive straight up the middle, base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to hold her at third. That is Mudloff, but Kapler scores, so RBI single there for Ana Medeiros as the runners move up 60 feet, and that's going to bring up Sam Skinner. Skinner is hitless. Here in game number 2. She had a single back in inning number 1. I think we're gonna have a courtesy runner at first. That's gonna be Who's is in at second for Kaylee. Oh, and Madera stays there at first. But it does bring Sam Skinner to the plate. Reagan Hoos. Yes, Coach Baker now is getting his lineup. Wonder if he's asking if he's having some dinner plans tonight. They're going to have a courtesy runner, and that's going to be Washburn. Washburn's going to run for Medeiros. Yep. So the winning run now at first base. First pitch here to Sam. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Sam wanted all of that one. The 0-1. That misses outside for a ball 1-1. If Sam can place one in that right center gap, that's going to be trouble. The pitch. Check me swinging that ball, and it does hit her bat. The 1-2. Trying to avoid it. Yep. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Line knock up the middle. That going to drop? Nope, it's going to find Reimers for the out, and that's going to end the ball game. Midland comes home with the win, 3-1. Here in game number 2 as they get the split here at the Broncos this afternoon. Broncos take game 1, 8-7. Midland takes game 2, 3-1. 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors for Midland here in game number 2. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors. Here for HC in game number 2. When we come back, we'll get a word or two from head coach Troy Baker as you're listening to Broncos softball here on the Extreme Sports Network.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others, but
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
there are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Back inside the Bill Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you as HC splits a doubleheader with Midland here today by the final scores of 8-7 and 3-1. As I got Troy Baker, the head coach of the Broncos, with me here on the post-game show. And Coach, probably not the way you wanted to have a split, but can't be too disappointed as you guys at least came home with a split with one of the better teams in the conference.
Yeah, coming in there, they're ranked 21st in the country. We kind of knew that. We've seen both their pitchers before. We had a great game plan. Game 2, we just didn't execute it. I think that, she walked 8, hit 2, and I think we stranded 12.
Yep.
So, I'll be having nightmares. I really thought Anna was going to hit a walk-off grand slam. She hit that right on the button. It was just a line drive base hit. You take that every day. It's just that you kind of expect some of your boppers at certain times, to get those clutch hits. And that's what we didn't do for this first 6 innings. I think, first 3 innings, I hate bunting, for one. We got the runner on and bunted him over to second, and we left him loaded a couple times. It was again, do I give credit to their pitcher? She was wildly effective. That's exactly what she was, because we knew what she was going to do. We just had the people that came up in those scoring situations were not disciplined enough to take a walk or whatever. I told them after the game, I said, if we go up there with no bats the whole game, she's going to walk us all. She barely threw consistently over the plate. Everything was always up, and they were complaining. They were balls, for one. They're just high pitches, and our team is disciplined enough to lay off. But the factor of the tight situation, you want to be a hero. I get it 100%. A walk is a hero in my book. If you're on base and you're touching those white things out there and you come across, that's an awesome thing. But you're right. I am not disappointed because with this team, it kind of depends on the day. Dak West and Midland, we came to play. And that's a team that I thought we were going to be consistently all year, not the Waldorfs. Yep. And it's disappointing. So I'm said, hey, you take Easter, you have fun with your families, you get some sleep, and then you got to go right back and take care of Concordia, who's a good team as well. Yep. But again, I'm going to be thinking, am I getting the Dak West Midland or what? Because this is a team that is fun to watch. Sometimes they're very frustrating to watch, but Game 1 was just cuckoo. That's exactly what it was. It was fun to watch. I'm sure it was kind of interesting up here to see. Yep. Yes, there was a lot of emotions all over the place. We blow a 6-1 lead, and they get it again. Anna gets the clutch hits and win the ball game. But overall, again, you tell me we're going to split with Midland, I would take it. But the way that it ended, you say, oh my God, we were right there and just needed a base hit or two to win it.
Yeah, let's start in Game 1. Me and Tyson have been up here, the handful of games this year we've had, and I've had my crystal ball, and I've had Lauren Lee at times just come up with a base hit, and she came up big day with that 3-run shot, and that really made a huge difference in game number 1.
She did. I actually think up until that last at bat, they were pitching around the kid.
Yep.
They saw that one on a calm day. She has 2 homers and has 7 RBIs in Game 1, but Mother Nature, gotta love her out here, knocked that sucker down, about 5 feet from the fence, and it's just a fly ball. But they saw it. They saw that she was on pitches. I think she walked 3 or 4 times as well. They were pitching around her, and then the bat in the 7th. I think she was, again, trying too hard. The moment you want to help out and get on base and do the things, but at that time, she's very patient, and at that time, she wasn't patient, which I love Lauren. She comes through a lot, and that's why we have her in the 4-hole. Drive-in runs, and that's probably what she was telling herself, but she had a great day.
Yeah. We always talked about your bottom half of the lineup or the bottom third of the lineup. I mean, Jenna McLean, who's played left field for you guys, she actually got a couple base hits today, and she really came up big today, especially in that 8-hole spot.
She did. She's not a true outfielder, and we put her out there because we kind of need her to be out there. And she actually made some very good defensive plays. Again, playing in this wind, the wind was blowing left, and that's where the balls were going in Game 1. And she made a nice couple plays here and there. And we need her for the stretch run to come up clutch, and we need those 7, 8, 9 hitters to come through.
Yeah. You had Danny go for you in Game 1, and then you had Kara come in and finish the game off. So just talk about that first game with the pitching side of it, and then going to Kara as you pitch Game 2.
Yeah, Danny was kind of like Game 2 pitcher, not as effective, but she threw a lot of non-competitive pitches, and that's what got her in trouble. She got a lot of full counts, And I think she ended up throwing 108 pitches, and it was just time. I didn't want her to go out there again for the third or fourth time her seeing those guys. So I thought it was a good chance to get Bailey in there. Bailey is a contact pitcher, and they did what they were supposed to do. They hit line drives up the middle and singles. And Kira, here's what's crazy, Marcus, is Kira was getting ready for game 2. Yeah. And we went ahead, and I had somebody go over there and say, "Is Kira ready?" And she said she could go in. I said, "We're going to pull the trigger." We needed to win one. We did. We needed to get that one. She came in and did a great job, got a couple pop-ups, and then she went for 5 and whatever innings, and then they got her. 55 was a dead pull hitter, and we knew that. We just didn't get the ball far enough. And Pagan, who had coming in here, had 7 home runs, hit one oppo. I wish we would have jammed her a little bit more because she was not going to get the ball out to right field. But again, ifs and buts. And I'll take that Kira all the time because that's the Kira that we kind of need for the stretch run too.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Back-to-back innings, you guys left the bases loaded with 1 out and just nothing to go across. I mean, is that part pitching and part offense? Were you going to be able to get anything, or how did you see it from your perspective?
Just the discipline. It is. Coach Theo worked with those batters. He was talking to them. Again, you can't take the at-bat for the kids. Yeah. They just got to learn. But, a lot of these kids that went up there, have played 4 years of college softball. They've seen it all. They've seen rise balls before. They've seen her 3 or 4 or 5 times in the game. Like Kaiten, I don't think they got her out the whole game, too. I think she hit in 3 or 4 walks.
Yep.
That's what she did, and that's why we have her in a leadoff spot. Is she's disciplined enough? Yes, she wants to hit. There's no doubt. But she kept saying, just move the line. That's all we need to do is move the line. And in that last inning, we finally, got her run across the plate, but it just was too late.
Yeah, it's what pretty much keeping the momentum was right there with you guys through 6 innings, or through 5 innings, I should say. And then, their leadoff hitter gets on base, or should say their top of the lineup. Barons gets on base on a single, and then Watkins, who does hit .337, she's only hit 2 home runs this year, and then just comes up clutch big and hits that 2-run shot. It seemed like they took the air out of the balloon.
So they faced each other in game 1, and I said if Kiera can get that ball in the outer third, there is no way she's going to do anything. And she pops it up to Lexi. But then when you see her, 3, 4, 5 times that she saw her, again, she was tired. When Coach Williams was out there, he kind of looked at me and said, she's had enough. Like, she was gassed. And that's why we got Cassidy up. And, again, there's nothing you can do about it. I'd take Kiera, 99 out of 100 times. You have a shutout going, and it's 0-0. It's a dogfight. And, again, when you're a little bit tired, your spots are not there. And, she made a mistake. And it happens as a pitcher, as a former pitcher. I know very well you're going to make mistakes, and she did what she was supposed to do with it.
Yeah, and you mentioned Pagan hits that home run to make it 3-0 lead, and just – you guys made it interesting there in the bottom half of the 7th. Got some runners on base, and like you said, Anna put one right on the button. And it's just nobody else can get one just like that, and just nothing was able to fall for you.
No, Sam put it in play, yep. And again, I'd love to see. Again, it is what it is with the elements out here. Yeah. She did hit a blooper. She didn't hit solid, but on a normal day, that could be a blooper in the grass, and it just hung up there for that second baseman to make a nice play and in the ball game. But like I said, at the end of the day, we'll take the split, and we just got to beat somebody else good and get back in the race.
You got Concordia next week. Your thoughts going into that one?
Well, with Brock, it's interesting since he was my former assistant coach, and it's a rivalry. It's very healthy. It's nothing that we want to beat each other up about. Where it's very civil, but we want to beat each other, and it's fun, and they're a very solid ball club, and I just hopefully that we come up clutch in these situations and get a couple wins.
Well, Coach, appreciate spending some time with me up here. You got the split today, and we'll see you next week. All right.
Thank you, Marcus.
No problem. Coach Troy Baker joining us here on the post-game show, and that'll wrap things up here from the Bill Smith Softball Complex. Broncos get a split, win 8-7 in game 1, and fall to the Warriors in game number 2, 3-1. For my broadcast partner who's not here with me this evening, Tyson Abronic, hopefully he had a great 40th birthday today as he was able to get the day off. For my boss, Mike Will, our IT guy, Shane Will, and for everyone else associated with Extreme Sports, I'm Marcus Metcalf. I want to wish you a pleasant good evening from the Smith Softball Complex.
You've been listening to Hastings College Softball on Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College sports. From first pitch to the final out, we're proud to bring you Broncos softball all season long. Thanks for joining us for today's broadcast, and be sure to stay with Extreme Sports for more Hastings College sports coverage throughout the season.